A sacred whisper, a truth etched in time, unfolds now for your soul, beloved. You are not just a chance encounter in his life, nor a fleeting moment. Your arrival was a divine answer, a key turning in a lock he didn't know existed within his guarded heart. Long before your paths crossed, your name was spoken in celestial realms, destined to intersect with his for a purpose far grander than earthly romance. The angels say, you were sent as a beacon, a radiant guide, a catalyst for a profound awakening both within him and within your own being. Your very essence, a pure and radiant light, was designed with intention, to illuminate the shadows he carried, the patterns of avoidance, the deep-seated fears that kept him from true, unburdened connection. He felt your presence, a resonance that shook his foundations, stirring ancient memories of a love he had forgotten how to embrace, a vulnerability he had learned to suppress. This meeting was more than a coincidence. It was a sacred contract, a preordained alignment of souls, a cosmic appointment. You are not merely a participant, you are a pivotal force in a spiritual transformation. His journey, intricately intertwined with yours, is a living testament to a love that transcends the ordinary, a love that demands profound healing before it can fully blossom. The heavens orchestrated this intricate dance, knowing your inherent strength, your boundless capacity for a love so vast it could mend what was broken. You are a chosen vessel, a living prayer, a testament to grace. Jeremiah 1 verse 5. Before I formed you in the womb I knew you, and before you were born I consecrated you. His silence, dear soul, is not a void where your love disappears, nor a sign of indifference. Instead, it is a sacred chamber within him, echoing with the unseen battles he fights against his deepest fears. He carries wounds from forgotten wars, scars from past betrayals that taught him to guard his heart with an impenetrable fortress, a defense mechanism built brick by painful brick. When your radiant presence draws near, your light, so pure and unwavering, challenges the very walls he has meticulously constructed for his survival. This was not an attack, but an invitation to freedom, and it terrified him. The angels say, he is not pulling away from you, beloved, but from the overwhelming intensity of the truth you awaken within his guarded heart. He feels too much, senses a depth of connection, a raw vulnerability that frightens the parts of him that learn to hide, to retreat into solitude. This confusion, this perplexing push and pull, is the agonizing dance of a soul yearning for liberation yet trapped by old, familiar fears. He is grappling with the unfamiliar sensation of being truly seen, truly known, truly loved, without condition or pretense. Do not, for a moment, mistake his internal struggle for a lack of feeling or a deficiency in your worth. His heart beats with a silent tremor, recognizing a home he desperately yearns for but fears to fully enter. His hesitation is a testament to the profound transformative impact you have on his carefully constructed yet fragile world. You are the mirror, beloved soul, reflecting back to him the unhealed fragments, the fractured pieces he has long denied. Your presence, gentle yet undeniably potent, compels him to confront the very shadows he buried deep within his subconscious. He sees in your eyes not judgment, but an unwavering acceptance, a profound understanding that disarms his most formidable defenses. The angels say, your authenticity is a healing balm, a sacred anointing, gently dissolving the layers of his past, revealing the cracks in his armor, not to break him, but to allow pure light to enter. He is forced, by your very being, to look at the vulnerable boy he once was, the guarded man he became, and the incredible potential for a love he never dared to dream of, a love that feels both terrifying and exhilarating. This discomfort he feels, this internal friction, is the inevitable process of transformation, the resistance of deeply ingrained old patterns against the undeniable force of your truth, your pure spirit. You didn't try to fix him, dear one. You simply existed, radiating your inherent essence. In doing so, you became the profound catalyst for his own deep introspection, his journey of self-discovery. He may recoil, he may retreat into his familiar shell, but the image of his true, authentic self, reflected in your pure and loving light, remains indelibly etched in his soul. He cannot unsee it, for it is a part of him he has longed for. This moment of waiting, this quiet, sometimes agonizing space between what was and what is destined to be, is not emptiness, dear one. It is the divine pause, a sacred breath the universe takes, a deliberate stillness to align every star, every intricate circumstance, for your highest and most profound good. What feels like an unbearable delay is, in truth, the meticulous hand of creation, weaving delicate yet powerful threads of destiny into a tapestry of unparalleled beauty and purpose. The angels say, trust the profound rhythm of the cosmos. His journey and equally your own sacred path are unfolding in perfect, impeccable divine timing. His process is intricate, a slow and deliberate unraveling of old beliefs, a gentle recalibration of his very being, a shedding of what no longer serves his soul's evolution. You are not forgotten in this stillness, beloved. Rather, you are being prepared, strengthened, and refined, your spirit honed for the next chapter. This pause, this quiet interlude, invites you to turn profoundly inward, to nurture your own sacred garden, to deepen your connection with the source of all love, all wisdom, all peace. Do not rush the blossoming, for the most exquisite flowers require patience, and the most profound, enduring connections are forged in the crucible of unwavering trust. Embrace this quiet, this profound stillness, for within its depths, miracles are silently taking shape, preparing to burst forth in their perfect season. He leaves, then he comes back. This bewildering, often painful dance, dear soul, is not a game he plays with your heart. It's the desperate, instinctive rhythm of his soul trying to reconcile a profound fear with an undeniable magnetic truth. Each retreat, each withdrawal, is a battle he fights against the overwhelming intensity of what he feels for you, a desperate, almost unconscious attempt to regain control over a heart that has been irrevocably touched and opened by your presence. And each return? That is the magnetic pull of destiny, the insistent whisper of his deepest, most authentic self, guiding him back to the luminous light he ultimately cannot live without. The angels say, his push and pull is the internal conflict of a man who desires a profound, soul-deep connection, but fears the raw vulnerability and complete surrender it demands. He is caught, suspended between the deceptive comfort of his old familiar patterns of self-protection and the terrifying yet undeniably beautiful new path you represent, a path of true intimacy. Do not, for a single moment, internalize his struggle as a reflection of your worth, your beauty, or your capacity for love. You are whole, complete, and inherently worthy of a love that is unwavering, steadfast, and fully present. His cycle is his own arduous healing journey, a testament to the undeniable transformative power of your presence, a force he cannot escape, no matter how far or how fast he runs from it. Your love, beloved soul, is a gentle, life-giving rain on his parched, arid earth, whispering profound healing into wounds he never dared to show, wounds he perhaps didn't even know he carried. You came without demands, without expectations, without a script, and in your quiet, authentic presence, you offered him a sanctuary, a safe haven he never knew he desperately needed. You didn't try to fix him, dear one. You simply existed, radiating your inherent acceptance, your boundless compassion. In doing so, you became the most potent balm for his deepest, most hidden pains. The angels say, your unconditional affection is gently dissolving the rigid layers of his past, allowing him to breathe, to truly inhale life in a way he hasn't in years, perhaps ever. He may not articulate it with words, but he feels the profound shift your energy brings. He senses a lightness, a deep peace, a quiet comfort when he is near you, a solace that transcends all earthly words. Yet, even as you become this vessel of healing for him, remember your own sacred vessel, your own precious heart. This journey, though divinely guided, can be taxing, and your heart, while vast and generous, also needs tenderness, replenishment, and unwavering self-care. You are a pure conduit of divine love, and that love, when true and authentic, heals even across distances, preparing him and you for a future he can finally truly embrace. Something quiet, yet profoundly significant, has begun to stir within him, dear one. You may not yet witness grand overt gestures, but pay attention to the subtle telling shifts, a lingering gaze that holds more depth, a deeper, more conscious breath when your name is spoken, a moment of unexpected stillness in his often restless mind. This, beloved, is the dawn of his awakening, the first tender light breaking through the long shadowed night of his soul. The angels say, his heart, once dormant, once seemingly asleep, is now listening, truly listening, to the ancient resonant song of connection you effortlessly sing. He is hearing echoes of memories he didn't know he had, feeling the stirring of desires he suppressed for far too long, desires for genuine intimacy and belonging. Your presence has become a living prayer within him, a constant, gentle reminder of what is true, what is pure, and what is possible. He is realizing, perhaps for the first time, that he misses you before you even leave, feels a protective possessiveness without wanting to control, and longs for your presence, your touch, without knowing how to express that yearning. This newness, this unfamiliar territory, is unsettling for him, yet undeniably compelling, drawing him forward. He is waking, dear soul, and what awakens within the deepest chambers of the heart cannot, ultimately, be forgotten or denied. You are the code, the key, the sacred frequency that has begun to unlock his deepest, most authentic self, revealing truths he is now ready to confront. There are moments, beloved soul, when the heavens fall silent, yet the angels continue to speak, their messages carried on the gentle currents of the wind. Today they want you to know with unwavering certainty, there is a grand design, an intricate, magnificent tapestry woven with threads of destiny, far beyond what your finite mind can fully grasp. This sacred, undeniable encounter, all of it was orchestrated with divine precision, with meticulous details only the all-knowing Creator could conceive. You entered his life not by accident, but as a profound answer to prayers he didn't even know he uttered, deep within his subconscious. And he, though perhaps uncomprehending of the spiritual significance, felt it. He sensed something in you that defied all logical explanation, something that could only be lived, only experienced. The angels say, God's timing, beloved, is never late. He prepares the ground, molds the hearts, and aligns the paths with perfect grace and wisdom. While you wait, while you navigate this period of seeming stillness, unseen forces are diligently at work, moving mountains, shifting energies. While you question, while you ponder the why, the heavens whisper, with infinite patience, trust. Pieces are moving into their rightful places, hearts are being shaped and refined, and pathways are opening before you. You are not alone in this sacred waiting. God guides every single step of this unfolding story with invisible yet firm, loving hands. He knows the burdens you carry in your heart, the silent tears shed on nights of heavy doubt, the unwavering faith you maintain, even without earthly guarantees. This connection, even in its current state of silence, is being divinely molded, prepared for its ultimate expression. Psalm 37 verse 5. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in him and he will do this. Not every silence is absence, beloved. Sometimes, it is a profound, echoing fear. Fear of feeling too much, fear of losing himself entirely in what finally, undeniably, makes sacred sense. He yearns with a deep unspoken longing to love and to fully surrender to the connection you offer, yet he does not truly know how. The angels say, there is a knot in his heart, a complex entanglement tied in the tender years of his childhood, a wound that has never been fully untangled, never truly healed. A knot woven from insecurities, from the sting of past abandonments, from the sharp edge of words that wounded his young spirit. And it is with this deeply ingrained knot, this protective barrier, that he attempts to love you, to navigate the profound emotions you stir within him. You sense his hesitation in the smallest, most intimate details, the almost touch that is interrupted, the gaze that lingers a half-second too long before darting away, the almost gesture of affection he cannot quite sustain. This, dear soul, is not a lack of love on his part. It is an overwhelming excess of self-protection, a deeply ingrained survival mechanism. For him to love, to truly open up, is to risk everything. It is to shed the heavy armor that kept him alive, emotionally intact, for years. And this still profoundly appalls him. You have surely noticed, he breathes deeper when you are near. He changes the subject when you speak of the future. He returns, inevitably, when you pull away. It is as if his mind screams flee, while his heart, his very soul, whispers with an insistent longing stay. In the midst of this internal war, you stand with your pure, unwavering love, your genuine desire to build, your presence that heals simply by being. He knows, deep down, that you are different, that you do not wish to imprison him, but only to walk beside him. But for one accustomed to running, walking can feel like a cage. He needs time, dear one. Time to perceive, to truly understand that you do not wish to break his defenses, but to gently embrace his broken pieces. Time to understand that vulnerability is not weakness. It is, in truth, the strongest, most sacred bridge to true connection. There are profound truths, dear soul, that do not require immediate comprehension. Love, at times, asks for more surrender than understanding. And now, in this sacred moment, it is time to accept. Accept that not every love begins fully formed. That not every answer arrives quickly. There is beauty in the waiting, yes, a quiet grace, but more profoundly, there is immense strength in remaining, in holding your center. You have done all you could. You were presence, you were light, you were the fertile seed planted in his soul. And now, beloved, it is time to trust the harvest, to believe in its coming, even if it has not yet shown its visible signs. The angels say, the love that is truly, unequivocally yours cannot be lost. It will, in its perfect timing, return. It may come through different paths, arrive in forms you never imagined. But if it is true, if it is destined, it will find its way back to you. Perhaps he still needs to lose himself a little more, to wander through his own internal labyrinth, to find himself. Perhaps he needs to experience more misalignments until he understands, with absolute clarity, that you are always his point of peace, his true north. And that, dear one, is perfectly all right, part of the grand design. For love is not about controlling time, it is about keeping your heart open, expansive, even in the deepest silence. You are not weak for feeling so deeply. You are incredibly strong for continuing to love with lightness, with grace, even when everything around you feels heavy, uncertain. And now is the most sacred part of this journey, the surrender, the profound trust, the letting go without closing the door. The angels are by your side, always, tending to your precious heart, touching your soul with the same tenderness, the same divine care, with which you touched his. They whisper, you are not being left, beloved, you are being protected. Protected from what is not yet ready. Protected from half-hearted beginnings. As he walks towards his own healing, you, dear soul, walk steadfastly towards yourself, towards your own wholeness. For the right love, when the time is truly right, will not fear. It will not hesitate. It will not flee. It will recognize your radiant light. It will honor your sacred waiting. And it will find you whole, complete, and utterly magnificent, not because you stopped for him, but because you never for a single moment stopped walking for yourself, for your own divine path. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. To everything there is a season, and a time for every purpose under heaven.